It's so good to see you again. Shelley and I are so excited to spend the next 3 videos talking about emotion. With this first video about emotions, we're going to be sharing books. Now, why are emotions important? And why are they important to talk to our children about? Everyone has emotions. And sometimes when we're thinking about how do we handle our emotions or how do we express our emotions, it's a really important thing to share that grown-ups have them too. And that's something that we all have in common. It can help when a grown-up talks about their emotion. It can help a child feel more heard and more validated. Our book we're going to share that features emotions is called Be Kind. Tanisha spilled grape juice yesterday all over her new dress. So this is a point where we can ask, how do you think Tanisha's feeling about that? What emotion do you think she's feeling? How would you feel if this happened to you? Everyone laughed. I almost did too, but Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked. Why do you think it is that she didn't want to talk to her friend quite yet? Have you ever felt like you were in a situation where you weren't ready to speak yet? I love this book because it talks about how sometimes kindness is really easy. Sometimes kindness can be kind of hard. At the end of our story, our friend, Tanisha's friend, gives Tanisha her picture. How do you think she feels now after receiving the picture? Did it make her feel better at all? Or a little less alone?
By giving kids the language and the tools they need to handle the big emotions from a very early age, the better and more healthfully they're going to be able to handle those emotions when they're in elementary school, in high school, and grown-ups, maybe with kids of their own. How do you learn how to help teach your kids? It's not easy. It's not easy for adults to see kids being upset or unhappy or sad or disappointed. Sometimes you just feel frustrated yourself because there's not really time to help kids manage a big emotion at a certain moment. It's also hard because not all adults were given the language we need to talk about emotions ourselves. So how do we teach those things to our kids when we're feeling a little bit at loose ends too? Just like we teach toddlers colors, letters, shapes, we can be teaching them emotions. We can start when they're babies. We're naming things all the time for babies. We can add in narrating emotions and modeling how they seem to be feeling to them from a young age so that they're learning the vocabulary to have it in place by the time they're 1 and 2. It also helps for you to narrate how you're feeling at a given time, because we know that kids pick up on a lot more than they can name. And if they feel like you're upset, but you're not saying that, you're not giving them the language to support that, then they start to doubt themselves and doubt how things look and how things feel. So be open and honest about how you're feeling too. Who is Happy by Jarvis. This is less of a story and more of a conversation starter. We can look at the pictures, we can talk about them, and then we can answer the questions. Who's excited about breakfast? Oh yeah, he's excited. He's waiting for his breakfast. That can give kids cues, social cues to look for when they're making friends. Emotions are hard. We all know that, but we're gonna spend the next few videos breaking down some ways to make it easier for you grown-ups to have these conversations and talk about things with kids. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your month.